cool.
Okay. The title for this. Wait a minute. Freaking looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Where? Okay, here we go. Yeah, alright.
So what does
Yeah,
it
the
look like?
title's fine.
What about on Twitch?
Twitch. Title Metroid 2. Let me refresh it real quick just to make sure. Yeah, title's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so both of them are fine.
Now, I'm just gonna treat this like the other thing never happened.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, welcome to that thing that didn't happen.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
Right here
entirely
playing the
treat
game.
it that way, but... I love this intro. It's so epic.
Yeah, like, it's got like a screen sort of thing, and you can see like bits and pieces of Metroids in the background.
Don't need the spoilers.
And then you just have like a really, really cool intro logo. And then you have the teasers. And...
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a cool logo, it's a cool setup, it's a cool a lot of things. It's a freaking cool menu, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, the menu is definitely a lot more creative than the Metroid Prime 1 menu.
It's like got a gyroscope thing going on.
This file is just where, well, there was a, well, okay, so I've been trying to do this for like the past hour, but then, there's a bug in the emulator that stopped me from doing this.
Yeah.
And it was, so yeah, just so ignore that. It's basically a test file. I'm gonna play the intro again. Mission file 02546. 8 days ago, contact the Galactic Federation Trooper. Squad Bravo was lost. Contract agreement. Locate Federation troopers and render assistance. Data confirmation. Last transmission received from a rogue planet located in the Dasher region called Aether. Uploading last known coordinates now. And then some source code flashes on the screen. Huh.
Loading data.
Still feeling a bit bad right now. So,
Yeah.
you can tell that this part right here is an FMV instead of like actually in-game.
Denseness, pixelation.
The,
just general frame rates of it.
more or less. Though the frame rate's the same. The big thing is the pixelation.
Yeah. That's the most noticeable. Yay, there's ground.
Yeah. Tried to do a hack before and didn't work out. Better Samus model here.
A bit nicer.
Yeah. Like the, return to your ship and save the game. Actually should probably do that. Energy and ammo fully replenished. Statue houses a power grid motivator unit and an energy production array. All systems are offline due to age or structural damage. So is that what these is that what these things are? Is it like solar panels or whatever?
Yeah, they're like generator units of some sort.
Yeah. Object scan complete. Statue's motivator unit is functional but requires power to operate. The power beam can't energize the statue. Seek an alternate energy source. And you can actually scan your ship. Starship Hunter class gunship. Vessel registered to Samus Aran. Your ship has been damaged. Auto repair function initiated. You can repair your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. Nice. Bit of breaking the fourth wall at the end there.
Yeah. Just for informative purposes.
Yeah, but I mean they always do that, but it's still a bit funny. Don't think I'm going to be getting 100% scans, considering I don't even know all of them. And I said the same thing last time, and that just never happened. So I'm not even going to say it this time. Scan complete. This is a powered door. No shit. Low-level energy shield on the door to prevent activation by local creatures. Weapons fire of any type will disrupt the shield and open the door. Huh. Use the beam to open doors. No shit.
Yeah, I thought you had to actually knock on it first.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Samus is exceptionally rude. I mean, she doesn't even knock on the door, she just shoots at it. If there was someone behind it.
Even the pause menu has this gyroscopic
whole menu thing going on.
Yeah. Another thing, if you go to the map and I think the key, all the door types are question marked out, so you can't see what it is.
Yeah.
But the thing though, the stupid thing though is it still shows you the colors. So it's like
obviously the white one is probably the freeze beam or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then the purple one is obviously the wave beam, I assume. And then of course the others are the others.
You'll find out.
Like, I don't even know what the black beam is supposed to be, so it's probably a new addition.
Unable to interface with door control system. Cannot translate alien text. To access door controls, you need to update your translator files. That's interesting, how they don't just automatically know what the text is.
Yeah. It's like it's not in their database.
Uh-huh.
Well, they did say it was a rogue planet, so there's probably not a whole lot of data on it anyways.
Uh-huh. Anyway, I mentioned, they made the doors look a bit nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the, I don't know, it's just nicer. Especially the graphic below, like the actual mechanical part.
Yeah. Like, you can tell that there's a force field over it.
Uh-huh.
Rather than just, like, LEDs. The original one looked like LEDs were just shining around the, edges of the door.
Uh-huh.
Whereas this one, you can tell that there's, like, a second layer to that.
Uh-huh. So, actually an interesting thing about this is that the doors can be any color in this game. Well,
wow.
they actually made Well, unlike in the first, obviously there's only a limited amount of doors, but in the code it can be any color, unlike in Metroid Prime 1. Object scan complete. Armor plating engaged. Lock unit cannot be damaged while armor is active. New research entry. Blah blah blah. A Mark IV gate. Armored defense system. This gate is used with armored security locks. The locks must be neutralized for the gate to operate. The gate is durable, resistant to all but the most potent explosives. Bunch of dead things. Terminated bioforeign scan complete. Codex genome match. Splinter. Source of termination. Inhalation of industrial grade pesticide. Toxic elements.
This is a giant insect-looking thing.
Yeah. Toxic elements still present in local atmosphere. Maintain suit lockdown for effective life support. Blah blah blah.
So don't take off the helmet.
Yeah. Wonder if that guy should have got banned.
It's like it doesn't seem like he looked like he left a dislike. It's actually 2 likes right now.
Yeah. Device is part of a ventilation system. Converted to dispense pesticide. System is still active. But it's not well. This is a Galactic Federation crate. These storage units are known for their complex lock systems. Destroy them to discover their contents. I love that. It's like...
Well, yeah. It's like this... The game encourages to break things.
Uh-huh.
Like in Zelda, it's just a natural instinct. There's nothing you could scan or learn. You just break the pots. But in this game, it's like, yeah, go wild.
Uh-huh. Not to mention the fact that it bigs up how secure they are. And then it's like, break these things to win. This is a heavy Galactic Federation crate. These storage units are durable. Only heavy weapons and explosives can damage them.
So
there's nothing in it.
Missiles. And I'm guessing maybe morph ball bombs.
Yeah, and they still encourage you to break them.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 hype increases. I'm really looking forward to Metroid Prime 4. Hopefully it'll be more like the first 2 games than the third one, because didn't really like...
The third one's whole quantity over quality deal.
Didn't really like it as much. Maybe that's just because of nostalgia, but whatever.
Yeah.
Object scan complete. This is an armored security lock. Lock armor disengaged. Unable to bypass lock. Blow them up to get past. And then it works. You know what's really funny? I got stuck here. Like, the very first time playing, I got stuck here.
Stuck in that room?
Yeah. Like, because if you look at this door, well, it's not really a door, but you notice how it kind of has a, like it has a bunch of lines on it.
Yeah.
And so what's up with corruption? It's actually the only Prime game that I've had a chance to play. Well, I mean, it's more linear than the first 2. Well, I think it's more linear than the first 2, though, not by much. I mean, even the second game, well, this one, has a feeling of linearity, though it isn't really. I mean, especially with, like, the divided regions and whatnot that you spend more time in. But in reality, it's a lot more backtrack heavy than you'd think. Metroid Prime 3, on the other hand, is a bit... There's not nearly as much backtracking, other than, you know, here's this thing that you need to go get. Go all the way across the game to go get it. Not to mention the fact that it's a...
that classic Metroid.
Uh-huh, and it feels a lot less isolated as well. Prime in general is more linear, but it uses it in a way it feels less. Yeah, even like they all are a lot more linear, but like I mean, yeah, it does feel like a lot less. I don't know. I'm so sorry for sounding like an idiot, but I know what you mean, though. Like in Super Metroid, you go all over the game looking for stuff, and like other 2D Metroids are like that. But then in this game and in the first one, and especially the third one, it's more like there's more of a set path. But you can never be more linear than Metroid Other M.
Yeah, Metroid Other M is definitely the king of that.
Metroid Fusion, I'd say. No, Metroid Other M. Fuck it. Moving gate to open position, blah blah blah. Oh, I never mentioned this. This gate has lines, and it looks like it has a perspective. So I thought that this is like a thing that you had to go past, and I didn't realize that this scan thing was over here. So I actually restarted the game over that. But keep in mind, this is like 2004, so this is like over a decade ago.
Other M means other Metroid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, like that thing from Metroid 1, where it's like, you must save the world from the other Metroid. Like which I jokingly say that Metroid 1 predicted the travesty of Metroid Other M.
Or it didn't really predict it, but it provided the fuel for the fire.
Yeah.
The dumpster fire that was Other M.
Uh-huh. Communication system offline. Analysis indicates wiring damage in 3 crucial areas. Local hostiles are likely source of damage, unable to repair system. In other words, it's useless. Bunch of clip art. What's this? I never saw this before. Metroid Fusion gives you a linear objective, but to get to that objective you must explore and break the game. So this is a linear exploration game. Map station. No shit. Map station animation is a lot better. You've downloaded the error for this map, no shit. And it opens up the map anyway. Even though it said press Z to open the map, and then it opens it for you. Casualty report, Sector A. 3 troopers lost. They were unable to open Gate A1 when a gas trap was engaged and could not escape to safely. Lock malfunction is to blame. Maybe Silux is Sam's brother.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. Question mark. Actually, I didn't even know about the I think like they appeared in Metroid Hunters, and then they were like in the credits of Metroid Prime 3, but I didn't even know that, so I don't really have an opinion. Yeah. control failures going down. Not even really any reason to... I think these things right here are PMIs. Worker Splinter. Drono the Splinter Hive. Low threat target generates webbing for use in its duties. And they're transparent. Metroid Hunter mini-boss Silex appeared as the 100% completion ending in Metroid Prime 3 chasing Samus. Yeah, that's what it was. I'd say chances are that it would appear in Metroid Prime 4, but I don't know. Maybe not. Standard human. Scans detect extremely high levels of an unknown toxin in the target's body. Numerous micropunctures in armor and body trace semblance of toxin around these areas. I wrote that and sounded like a damn wiki article.
Yeah. It's too informative. I only think it needs to have higher punctuation, or else someone would probably be like, fix this article, it's completely broken.
Insert Metroid other M joke here. The baby, 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 the baby.
Oh my gosh.
And the lore begins. Actually, you have to go into this thing. So never mind. Use the Morphle to get through small areas, even though I turned off the hints. This is a converted cargo pod gate. This gate was once large of a starship cargo bay. It has been modified for security purposes. It will move when a nearby panel is scanned. DDD FSH. Hello. How are you? Because I don't entirely feel that good right now, especially after... Because I've been trying to get this game to work for like an hour. And then... Distress call oddly named the baby cry call to me. Or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then the space station, which is called a bottle ship. And it's conveniently shaped like a baby's bottle. Not to mention the fact that Other M, well, Metroid Other M, like, the acronym is MOM.
Yeah, which is mom.
Uh-huh.
That's not even subtle. Like,
yeah.
Not even. It's right the frick on the nose.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, I've never seen that before. Oh, it fixed itself. Samus was Trim Metroid Mother. Porn dot confirmed.
Oh god, no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god.
No. No, please. Wait, what the frick is this? I'm on Steam right now, and they're doing a sticker pack thing?
Yeah?
I don't go on Steam that much, so I don't know this.
I don't know either.
No, please. Yeah. Just insert the Dolan comic.
A Dark Trooper. Deceased GF soldier. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs in this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass. Blow them shits up. But I gotta scan this first. Oh, it's just nothing. Blah blah blah. Like, none of these matter for the scans, but still. When did I get the,
Okay.
Huh. Made the morph ball look a lot better than in Prime 1. Like, a lot better.
Yeah. Metroid Prime formula, scan the shits and blow up the shits.
Metroid Prime.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Scan the shits, then blow up the shits.
Because when you think about it, like, obviously, because of game, they're gonna, like, freeze the battle. But just imagine that in real time. If you're, like, an enemy and you're just walking along about to attack Samus, then she just stops. Just stops immediately, just to scan you.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the frick's going on here? I feel uncomfortable.
They pretty much made everything look better in this. Dark Troopers are female, actually. Maybe.
Huh. Oh, missiles look a little bit different in this game. They're more 3D.
Not to mention they actually made the missile launcher look better.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, so they're doing I don't know if this is new. Steam's doing a weird thing with, like, stickers and crap.
Huh.
I'm trying to read what it's about. What are stickers?
Metroid machine broke.
It's just, it looks like it's nothing. It's like it's just filler, so.
Here we go. Oh, it's edgy Dark Samus.
You can make pretty pictures out of it or something.
Unknown dimensional anomaly. Anomaly seems to be a dimensional rift. Target destination unknown. Samus broke equals Dark Samus. That happens a lot. And it's the Dark World, just like A Link to the Past.
Yeah. Now commence Link to the Past music. But with, like, that sort of Metroid. Someone should remix A Link to the Past music with that, like, slight Metroid space to it. Probably wouldn't work, but it would be funny.
this bubble thing, it never shrinks like that ever again. It never does that in the game.
So it's only in cutscene.
Yeah. Pretty stupid, but whatever.
It's the Twilight Beasts.
Yeah.
That's what they kind of look like, actually. They got like tentacle things going on.
Uh-huh. Damn, I never noticed that.
Yeah. Oh, I just caught a... When was this made?
2004.
Oh, Nintendo reusing assets, I see.
What is it?
You know, they kind of look like, the Twilight Beasts.
Yeah.
So maybe they just, like, reused the general idea / concept for them.
Yeah.
And just made them look Zelda.
Maybe.
They even got the red stuff. I mean, it's a little bit more pinkish red.
Uh-huh.
But it's still got some of that red and black motive.
So on the Prime 3 cover, Samus has a black version of her suit directly mirroring herself. This can't be Dark Samus, because she is somewhere else on the art.
Yeah.
So what else is it? What?
It's anti-Samus. it's Samus's alter ego.
Uh-huh.
Bad Samus.
So this is the, this game's instance of let's drop all the items off at the car and play the rest of the game without any.
Let me go do that.
I gotta look this up. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's totally different looking.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like, you have Samus from whatever, and then you have, like, a black Samus right behind them, and then in the corner there's Dark Samus with a visor design that's a little bit different from this. So, who's the black Samus?
It's like, oh man, it just becomes Sonic at that point.
Yeah.
Or it's another Samus.
Uh-huh.
Only they're the edgy Samus.
Yeah.
And they're rogue. It's like, I'm a clone of Samus. And I'm evil, but I also don't know if I'm actually evil. I might be an android, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Emo Samus. Also, another thing about this game is that, I think if you go into the inventory, I think it's just armor, Variasuit. Yeah. Like the Variasuit in his advanced Chozo exoskeleton modified for Samus Aran. The Variasuit provides life support functions and is well shielded from attack. The modular nature of the Variasuit allows for the addition of weapons, visors, and other gears. The Variasuit shielding loses energy with each hit. Collect energy when possible to keep the shield charged. But here's the thing, like, in Metroid Prime, it's called the Power Suit, and the Variasuit's an upgrade. But then in this game, it's like, the Power Suit doesn't even exist, and it's just called the Variasuit, and it's always called the Variasuit.
Wow.
There's no time to waste, haha. More shits. Two and one kill. Oh, I don't have the missile launcher anymore. Because I lost all my items, right? What's this? It's nothing. And I can't... Yeah, I lost the space jump too. And you can actually scan the save point. Bit better animation for the save point. Yes, I'd like to save. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's this thing. Gate system malfunction, units at offline. Gate will not move from current position. But it's actually a part of the level this time, as evidenced by your shots sticking around. I don't know, maybe it's showing Samus's pull to corruption.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
Either that or it's like a. I don't know.
Because that does play a pretty big point in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Aurora knows this, but, yeah, this bit right here. Just like the, well, this elevator's fast. I don't remember it being that fast.
Might be the emulator.
I doubt it.
Things up.
I'm pretty sure it's just naturally fast, but...
Yeah. Damn, it's going way or maybe it's just because you played Metroid Prime 1.
Yeah.
And those elevators are kind of... They aren't slow, but they're definitely slower than that.
Uh-huh. I don't need to be told the obvious. Object scan complete. This is a secure Galactic Federation crate. These crates are made of the strongest metals in the cosmos. They cannot be destroyed. Now, interestingly enough, you can still shoot them, and the graphic shows that it's not just a part of the map, but they're just filler. Maybe Black Phoenix Dark Samus. Like when you kill a corrupted hunter, the Dark Samus visor flies away. Galactic Federation, fuck those guys. This is a heavy Galactic Federation. This is a heavy transport crate. Unit cannot be destroyed. Currently connected to an industrial winch system for movement. That goes nowhere. More enemies. Actual enemies. A green crawly. Oh my god. Galactic Federation, fuck those guys, although they're mistakes and crap.
Seriously?
It's like...
They're about as competent as...
Yeah, it's like the,
Like, they have no competence, and yet they're supposed to be the, like, the protectors of the galaxy or some crap.
Yeah, it's like,
Who hired them? Who's the head guy? 'Cause he should be fired.
Uh-huh. Like, oh, there's this one guy from Metroid Prime 3 that got nicknamed Omega Dane. 'Cause they're, I don't think they're in it with Dark Samus, but they kinda sound like it. Actually, that was just an in-joke from MHQ-thon. Samus is just the janitor. Let's clone something else. So then maybe that explains why Samus can get everything done.
Yeah. She just essentially cleans up all their freaking messes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, great. well, Samus, the Galactic Federation screwed up again. We need you to go out there and fix crap.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, but you better raise my paycheck.
Samus is basically a dictator at this point.
Yeah. Cause it's like if she stops doing work, they're like, please, Samus, we need you back.
Yeah.
Please, we'll give you anything, money, power. Just help us clean up all this crap we've started.
Uh-huh. Splinter, predatory insectoid hunter. Splinters are aggressive and dangerous in numbers. Their light armor is no match for your weapons. As they... Samus is literally the key factor if the universe gets destroyed or not. There's a lot of pressure for the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the,
Especially since the cleanup crew is the only thing that allows the whole rest of the place to function.
Yeah. Samus is, like, what happens is usually, they go some way. They go to a place. They get their asses kicked. Then Samus goes, and then Samus kicks their ass. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
And usually you find the corpses of everybody.
You just find a bunch of dead people in power armor.
Mm-hmm. Like this guy. Galactic Federation Marine Corps, personal log entry. PFC M. Veroni. And then you can actually read it. This is the beginning of the lore. I think Holly's losing it. He talks to himself all the time and he won't sleep. He almost shot me on watch the other night. I think he thought that I was one of those things. I talked to the doc about talking him off the line, and he told me we need all the help we can get. That's true, but if he goes berserk and kills a bunch of people, they won't be very helpful. Like the galactic...
Most of these things, like, they're so freaking uneducated, too.
Yeah. Like the galactic...
Like, it's literally like, oh, that guy might be a Metroid.
Uh-huh. Like...
It's like they're treating it like zombies. Like, you're the Galactic Federation Force, you're not Space Marines.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you are, but you're also not... You're not Doom Marines, I should say.
Yeah. By the way, just for the, I'm stuck. Well, that was weird. So just for the record, I forget how to do this. Hold shift and press the WASD keys. Yeah, so there's this area right here. It's kind of unused, doesn't really do anything.
Yeah. You're in, like, model viewer mode.
Yeah,
no clip, I should say.
Uh-huh, I'll turn it off as soon as it's... Because I just wanted to show off this area right here, because you can never go here, but it's still here. Like, this is one of those areas that they just delete if they had actually thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, the Galactic Federation is supposed to be good government of the universe, but if Samus is not there, there would be no universe. So it's actually the Galactic Feds Samus should fight, because they're the ones fucking shit up.
Seriously.
Like they, I think in Fusion, which I've not played yet on stream, so I don't know if I should talk about, but fuck it. Like, there's this one point where, like, they, like, there's this virus that, there's this parasite that the Metroids keep under control. And in fact, the Chozo made the Metroids, so for that purpose. And, so Samus exterminated all the Metroids, and then the parasites take over SR-388. And then the Galactic Federation, tries to create like a bioweapon or something out of the parasite. And then, so not only are they trying to weaponize, well, not only they, keeping the X-parasites around, but they're also making more Metroids so that they can potentially not do that, so that they'd be safe, even though both of those things could backfire horrendously. And that's only the beginning.
Just gets worse and worse.
Yeah. There's a blast shield on this door blocking access. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to most weapons. A missile blast may damage it. I actually kind of like the locked doors in this one. They look a lot cooler than in the original Metro. Well,
yeah,
the original.
They had just like a bunch of like holographic crap. Like a couple of lines of holographic lock on them.
Uh-huh. Not to mention that it's a different color.
Yeah.
Still no way to open it, though. That's a very important thing in Metroid, is being able to encounter doors like this before you get the thing to open it. Unable to interface with door control system, cannot translate your own text, blah blah blah. Destroyed splinter cocoon, blah blah blah. Don't know what that thing is. Ah. Then you have these flying bugs in the air. I've never even noticed them in my life.
Aesthetic bugs.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't... well, I guess fortunately, but whatever. Can't shoot them this time. Oh, it broke. Typical.
Instead of wanting to destroy SR-388 on the X, they would rather come back and try to get back the X, which won't work, so Samus has to escape and blow it up.
Uh-huh.
So now the galaxy feds hate her even after she's done right. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Even though, like I've said, both of those things could, you know, backfire and then destroy the universe. But, you know, I guess they were too greedy. My commentary isn't good at the moment.
He was the latest in the timeline. So
And Fusion is the
Samus is
latest
still
game
on
in
the
the
run.
timeline, so Samus is still on the run. Even now, we don't know what happens after Fusion.
Because, like, even in the one freaking crappy spinoff, or supposedly mediocre spinoff, which is the Metroid, the one with the... I don't even remember its name. It's the one where you play as the Galactic Federation Force.
Uh-huh.
Even in that one, they're like, she's missing in action.
Uh-huh. Ah, so you can never go back here until way later in the game. Or unless you glitch. If Prime 4 sales are bad, and even if the game is rated well, we may never see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying. Because, you know, it doesn't matter how good it is. If they don't make their money back, they're not going to try it again, are they?
Nope. No, Nintendo. I mean, no, they'll try it again. They'll try it again, but then they'll make it really freaking stupid.
Uh-huh.
Like, for example, I don't even know that much about, this one Nintendo IP called Chibi Robo.
Yeah?
But it was an experimental sort of game that came out on the GameCube, where you're a tiny little robot, and your whole job is you have to clean up these people's house. You're like a maid bot, but you're tiny. You're the size of a pigman. And so you have to, like, clean up trash and stuff, and you're in a giant environment. And you're, like, running on limited power, so you have to keep charge, but you also gotta clean up stuff. Sometimes even with time limits. And it was, like, kind of a neat concept. But then in the next game, because that game sold so poorly, because I didn't even know about it, and didn't even know it was a GameCube game until I started looking into it, they made it into a picture collecting game, where you collected photos for an album. I mean, you were still like a quote-unquote chibi robo, but you didn't clean stuff up, you just collected pictures.
Huh.
And then in the newest game, you're playing a platformer where essentially the whole thing is that you can use the cord that Chibi Robo carries around, their powered cord.
Yeah.
You can use it like a hookshot, basically.
Well, that sounds like...
Yeah, so they just turned it into a generic platformer because nobody was buying it. But they still wanted to use the IP, so they're like, let's make it totally different and not this IP at all.
Yeah. I mean, that really just pisses people off.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some Chibi Robo fans out there, since I know that fan base for that is like -0. But I'm sure there's gotta be at least one Chibi Robo fan out there who's really, really pissed off.
Because Nintendo is still a business, and if they don't make money, then they're not going to spend any money.
Yeah, like, that's what a lot of people forget. Like, people get really mad when Nintendo pulls dick moves. But it's like they forget that Nintendo's still just a freaking business. Like, they forget that they want money and are amazing game creators. In fact, Nintendo's not like that at all. The only people who make the amazing games are the people who make the game. Actual Nintendo isn't like that.
I think a lot of people tend to just generalize a lot.
Yeah.
And, because, you know, you could say, you know, it's easy to say, oh, Nintendo made this game, instead of listing all the people in the credits. Even though the people in the credits were the ones responsible. Is the person further from the mic younger or a girl? Both.
Yeah.
can't get up here. Even though I know I can do it. I've done this many times.
What are you trying? Oh, you're trying to get up on that ledge.
Yeah, and there's like a trick that you do. I just don't know how. Ugh. Like there's this trick that you can do to get up here. Ugh. So what do you gain from getting up there? Well, I got up here, so look and see. But first I want to look around first, because there's a few quirks from getting up here early. Like, for instance, this thing. There's supposed to be something in here, but not right now because I skipped some.
Oh, so it's just like a missing thing there.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna go very far there. Missile launcher acquired. Object analysis complete. Galactic Federation data terminal is inactive. Memory core damaged. Unable to restore access. Seek individual log entries in Trooper armor suit systems. So I guess it wasn't damaged after all, considering the cutscene plays. While on patrol in the Asha system, we engaged an unknown. The enemy frigate was crippled and it crashed on the planet Aether. We followed the pirates, but our ship was damaged by a storm as we entered Aether's atmosphere. Samus was just like, someone died, whatever. Yeah. There's a, like Samus just destroys entire planets nonchalantly.
Yeah, she's like, it's literally just normal. She just like, she gets on a planet, does, like, beats the boss, countdown start, she's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
And brushes back the shit.
And then it's, she has destroyed Zebus twice.
Yeah.
Crashed on the planet, actually slowly lands. She has destroyed Zebus twice. So let's see, she's destroyed Zebus, SR-388. I don't actually remember. A shitload of space stations. That's it.
Phase.
Zebus, SR-388. Well, that was strange. Zebus SR388 Phase. Phase is a large ecosystem. Oh my god.
Yeah, she's just like nuking innocent species.
Yeah, it's
gotta
like...
get rid of them freaking Metroids. I swear, they get on everything.
Yeah. So anyway, so this right here is the main advantage of doing that trick from earlier. You get to get the missile launcher twice. Still one right there. There it is. Unable to interface with door control system. Cannot translate alien text to access door controls. Need to update your translator files. And it's green this time.
Your area in any Metroid game is Sky City from Prime 3. It really felt high up and huge.
It did actually. It's actually a really nice looking area. Only thing is that the insides, like so like there's this floating city that almost looks like something out of the Jetsons. And but the thing is that the insides are kind of the same all the time. I can't read because it's green. Can't read the purple ones either for the moment either. Door up into position. I like how everything just states the obvious when you scan it.
Yeah.
Isn't
it's like it's literally just gives you hardcore information. It doesn't try to just butter it up or anything.
Uh-huh. Huh. I swear the first time, like this room right here. This room with the weird texture. Scans chairs. Name chair. You sit in. Scans chairs. Name chair. You sit in it. Yeah. Not gonna bother reading all these scans.
Yeah, I think at this point it's literally just telling you who sat in which chair.
Yeah. I will attempt to read more scans, though. Notice that this thing is now here. Before it was just an empty blue bowl. Scans body, it's dead. Scans the ship, it's broken, it doesn't work anymore.
I'd like to see a Metroid game. Oh man, I'd like to see a Metroid Prime 4 allow you to scan everything.
Yeah?
I want to be able to scan a pebble. We'll be like, it is a small piece of rock.
Yeah. That would be most of the map, though.
Yeah.
Well,
Like it's literally you just turn on the visor and there's like a million freaking icons.
yeah.
You can just scan everything because everything's highlighted in blue.
Yeah. That would be terrible.
Yes. It would be so funny though.
Yeah.
Scan grass. It is a piece of vegetation and gains its food via consuming light.
Scan Samus. Holy shit, it's Jesus reborn. The war wasps are back. Though they shrunk a lot.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've played Metroid 2. Are there difficulties? If so, which are you playing on? Who's emulating it?
Mike G.
Oh.
I think this might...
Oh, wait. Oh, difficulties. I'm an idiot.
I don't know. Probably just the default. Probably, whatever the default is, I don't know. This is the first time on this save file. Where's the activation? Oh, there it is. Cough, Metroid Prime 2. Right. Metroid 2 was super slow in black and white. In fact, I almost want to play Metroid Prime, well, Metroid 2 at some point.
Yeah, that's why they're remaking it after that other remake.
Yeah. I actually never finished AM2R.
So you started and just didn't finish it?
Yeah. Heavy impact may cause it to shatter. Yeah, actually I played the demo a while back. That wasn't finished. And then I finished that, and then I just never played it. Or wait, we can play Samus Returns. I don't have a 3DS capture device. Unless the Citra emulator gets really good between now and when it comes out.
Yeah. Well, you can still find it, but you gotta find mirrors and stuff on random forum sites.
I actually have the game already. I want AM2R so bad, but I heard about it too late.
Yeah, you can still find the game on the internet. You just gotta dig around.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I think everyone here knows what happened to it.
At least it's been redeemed, though.
Yeah, because Nintendo did have an actual reason this time, and that reason being they were making their own.
Yeah. And I know people like to say, oh, they could do it anyway. And that is true, they could do it anyway. But I mean, they never did it to ROM hacks.
Yeah, like, you can still find all of the Pokemon ROM hacks ever. And Nintendo has ownership over Pokemon, and the Creatures Company, and Game Freak. But yet, they haven't been pulling down ROM hacks. Like, even the popular ones. The ones that YouTubers, like, big PokeTubers play.
Yeah.
The only one they pulled down was, the freaking nuclear one.
What was it like,
Uranium.
Wasn't there...
And they pulled it down because it was using its own engine. It wasn't a ROM hack, it was using its own engine, and had trading, and had a bunch of other stuff.
Uh-huh.
So essentially they just made their own Pokemon game and used the Pokemon license. But at that point, because they were using Fakemon, they could have just rebranded it before it got too big, but they didn't. So they kind of walked into it.
Nintendo really wants to play the totalitarian dictatorship game, does they?
Yeah. Seriously. But there's one There's one market that Nintendo will never crush. Chinese bootlegs. Chinese have been ripping them off for years, and they will never stop. And what they can't rip off, they try to remake, but as poorly as possible. And then they put it on the App Store.
Yeah.
It's something Nintendo will never be able to stop. Yeah, a lot of the downloads for ROMs are gone. If you're looking on if you're looking on cool ROMs, then don't, because Nintendo caught on to cool ROMs as biz and they made them stop using their games.
But not any other games.
Yeah, they have other games on there, but just not the Nintendo games. But
at least they didn't go nuclear on them. Actually, I'm surprised they didn't go nuclear on them.
Yeah, seriously. Like they could have like told all their video game rivals about them too. Like, yeah, these scumbags are stealing your IPs. You better take care of those.
Is it on Love ROMs? Yeah, Love ROMs.
If you have a Wii U, you can get those pretty cheap on it. Yeah, they're selling the... Yeah, if you want to get them legit, they are kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like between $2 and $5 are most of the classic games, which is a decent price. Unless you want Earthbound, then you have to pay up 10.
Now I have to buy a Now I have to buy a GBA game for $150.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. Just you'll be able to find a ROM, even if it takes a while. Try Dope ROMs. Dope ROMs sounds like a total shady website, but they have games that I haven't even seen on Love ROMs.
Another thing you could do...
I would go there with AdBlock on. I really would. Because it gets a bit ridiculous. But other than that, I've never had a bad download from Dope ROMs.
Another thing I'd do is, go try and get a pack of ROMs. Like, what was it? Like the, like there's a bunch of ROM classification. I think the goods, like the good, like I think good GBA is, really old and it's not good. There's like another one, but I don't remember what it is. That's dumb.
Just sold my... Oh, that sucks. And I don't own a Switch yet, and no Wii U. I have a Wii U, but don't own a Switch. I want to get a Switch, though. I want to get it by the end of, like, this year.
I have a Super Nintendo that I, hardwired a power supply to because I didn't have the plug for it. I have an N64 that I
have one of those. Actually, 2 of those.
I have an N64 with no power supply, no controllers, no video plug, and only a few games.
Go to like a garage sale or some crap, and you'll be able to find something for that.
Yeah. I feel like if I get that N64 working though, I'm gonna get a flash cart for it, because N64 emulation is always a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
I have a GameCube in much the same way as the N64 with no, with no power supply. The controller input's corroded.
Oh, great.
No video connector, or like, no video cable anyway. Garage sale plus Nintendo equals Ben drowned.
Yeah. Here's your here's your GameCube power adapter and controller. But you can have them for free.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
This thing right here, this giant cocoon, it's actually the same model as the cocoons around it. Except, well, obviously they made it bigger, but, they didn't just resize they didn't resize the model or anything. In fact, the game makes it bigger.
It just automatically spawns it that way or something?
Yeah. So theoretically, you know, you could make anything bigger. Or smaller. Whatever. Itty bitty Samus, yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, okay, so apparently this is something that happened, I don't even know when this was made, but I found a good, an actually good Pikmin 2 model pack.
Yeah?
Which is ridiculous, because there was this one that I found that had some models of the stuff from Pikmin 2, but it didn't have close to even anything, really. It just had, like, Bulbors. The Pikmin, that was pretty much it. But I found one.
This giant thing right here is another example of they just made the game make it bigger.
Yeah. So I've been searching for a decent model pack. The one model pack that I originally found, like, it got discontinued or some crap because I can't even find it on the mod store.
By the way, if you don't scan this thing right now, it goes away forever. I already did, but...
Yeah. So it's one of those, you can never scan it again sort of thing.
Yeah. And now it's a giant dark thing. And it's actually easier to dodge than the original. Piss easy. Itty bitty Samus, but she could still kick our ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The missiles are no joke.
Uh-huh. Unknown technology. Then it moves in a figure eight. Okay, not really. And then it does stuff. System alert. Unknown item acquired. Alien technology is bonded to armor systems. Threat scan complete. No negative impact on suit performance. Like, imagine getting punched or kicked by Samus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would,
That would probably not bode well.
Yeah, that would ruin your day. I'd imagine...
metal armor, space metal, no less.
Yeah. I'd imagine an uppercut would just tear would just tear your head off.
Yeah, it'd be like getting uppercutted by freaking Iron Man.
Yeah. More elevators. This is a regional energy controller unit, regulates planetary energy in this sector, and is linked to a global energy network. If she gave you a free punch to her stomach while she is in her zero suit, punching her abs would still feel like punching metal. Like, holy shit.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's like, here, do you want to break your hand?
Let's just walk right into the cutscene. They can't skip, by the way. And then there's the bug guy. Oh my god. Oh, it just skipped the text. Asteroid hit the planet. The planet split in two. New monsters got made. They will kill you. They were getting fucked up.
Just a summarized version.
Half the planetary energy is now gone. If one of them gets all of it, then the other one explodes. So this is another planet that Samus destroys.
Rip already.
But only halfway.
Rip, I should say.
Yeah. They almost got done. But then you found it. Then you gotta go and get everything back. If you don't do it, then they'll fuck shit up. Go to 3 places. Oh my god, it's the go to 3 places and get 3 things, and then go back to the middle.
Go to the 3 dungeons and get the 3 special items to save our kingdom.
Yeah. Even Metroid does it. Fuck. But it's
inescapable. It's like it's such a common story element that you can find it in essentially every culture and every place around the world, even places that don't even know of the whole, like, stereotype of it, or not stereotype, but
yeah,
trope.
Uh-huh.
Like, just like ancient tribes in Africa tell of like 3 masks or whatever.
Yeah. The map is now updated. You can now understand violet text things. They'll fuck you up. Come back when you're done. Praise the sun.
Yeah, that's essentially just praise the sun. Oh man, alright, I just got like a good/bad idea. What if they made a Metroid-themed Dark Souls game? Like, it's not directly Dark Souls, but it's like in space, kind of.
Yeah, and it's really hard.
Yes.
Hmm.
Like, that would be interesting. Give it the old, I guess, like, difficulty up, similar to how, Breath of the Wild got.
Yeah.
Because those freaking Lynels, man, those things are straight out of Dark Souls in terms of how difficult those guys can be.
This music right here only appears in this little segment. And it also appears, like, near the end of the game, but that's, like, near the end of the game. This is the only time it appears before then. Still can't scan the green things. Or the orange things. Hero in their status queue starts on an adventure, gets help, travels to a new world, fights something, has crisis, comes back to the old world, saves everybody, everything is now normal.
Yeah, pretty much it. All of that is essentially just Beowulf structure storytelling.
Yeah.
Things been around for ages.
Mm-hmm. The light flyer. Light generating flyer. That's obvious. Target mechanoid is quite durable. It can fire bursts of energy in combat. They can shoot lightning. I'll be right back. Just look up the hero journey. It's a story that everybody shared.
If you're playing a game, you technically have already played it and seen every movie and so on. Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, like, different. Like, people like to generalize the whole rule of threes thing, but there's some other rules that happen, like, depending on. Like, I know in Japanese storytelling, sometimes it's the rule of fives or the rule of sevens.
Yeah.
Or, like, a hero has to do 7 things.
Uh-huh.
Like, or gain 7 friends, or fight 7 foes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets really wacky, and it, like, it's... You gotta do 3 things, get 4 people, get 5 of these, do 6 of those.
I presume that the
And,
difficulty
like,
goes
Japan
down.
just kind of, like... It's really weird. But it usually is, I think, around, like... between 5s and 7s. Which is really, like, just an odd number.
Yeah.
But it's essentially just an expanded version of the rule of threes.
Uh-huh.
And it's all about the same thing, you know, you got the typical shonen story, which is the hero story, where you have a person who sets out, originally they're doing everything on their own, and then someone comes along, they're like, I want to help, and they're like, oh, fine. And so then they help, and it turns out that it's better when you have friends. And then they are able to get more done, and then they realize that the evil enemy they're fighting has, like, done a thing, and now they have to go fight all 27 of his evil minions. So they sequentially go and do that, and then there's a rival, and then it just all wraps down to beating the final guy.
Uh-huh.
But essentially, it's just the same thing.
Yeah. So this is an energy tank, looks like. Not as transparent, but damn, it looks better than the, in the original game. Like, I've said this before, but damn near everything in Metroid Prime 2 looks better than in the original.
Yeah. It's like they improved at all graphical fronts.
Yeah.
Like, heck, even one thing I forgot to like talk about, but notice how like in this game, when Samus like makes beep beep noises when she's like clicking buttons on her gun.
Yeah.
There's actually a button for her to click this time.
Yeah.
Rather than her just using an invisible touchpad.
Uh-huh.
So I always found that annoying when you were playing the first one, where it's like, why the frick is she poking her gun?
Huh.
There's no reason to, because it's not showing any function.
Samus's story is save the universe, gain currency. I feel like there's some joke to that, like, but that's pretty much what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Because when you think about it, in the day, like at the end of the day, no matter how many planets she blows up and species she destroys and entire cultures she wipes from the face of the universe, she still gets paid.
Yeah. Is a meme. There are many. First dead moth guy. I was gonna read the some of the lore, but then it was like the non-stop talking.
Yeah.
So because I feel like what I'm gonna do is try and read out scans and stuff when there's nothing going on, just to try and keep the commentary up.
Yeah.
Missile expansion.
Since most of it's just like nice flavor text anyways. It's kind of world building material.
Yeah, like all this stuff right here. A new lore entry has been downloaded to your logbook, but I'm not going to read that one first.
Yeah, okay, I know what meme he's talking about now.
Yeah.
It's kind of an ascended meme because it's just become a normal thing that people say. It's like gone beyond the meme because it's become so common.
Yeah.
But I remember when Fallout 4 came out, there was a resurgence of that in the comment section of the trailers and stuff. Kill raiders, gain currency. Punch dog, gain currency.
It's dumb. Rocket-powered elevator. It's more than a meme. Food machine broke has evolved into something new.
It's more than a meme. It's a lifestyle.
I noticed that the animation for this plant container thing is a bit more janky than it looks at a distance.
Yeah, it's kind of jagged. It snaps into place.
Yeah. Also, they actually vary in size. Like, you can find these bigger or smaller.
Yeah, that's nice. So it's not just all the same freaking size, like some kind of fabricated nothing. It makes them look more natural, I guess.
Lumite. Photosynthetic flying insectoid. Relatively harmless in shadows, powerful and invisible in the light. I didn't know.
I need to sleep much. Goodbye. See ya.
I hope that you have a good night. Sandgrass, indigenous strain of grass adapted to the desert climate.
Wow, you can scan the grass.
Yeah, there
funny.
you go.
That's one thing that I want in Metroid Prime. To be able to scan all the grasses.
Uh-huh.
Space grass. It is a grass that grows only in space.
Yeah, and it comes out of nowhere. It comes out of its own pocket dimension that's filled with space grass.
Yeah. It is produced by space grass, from space grass, for space grass. It's a pretty cool looking gate sort of thing.
Yeah.
I like how they tried a different architect style in this game compared to the last one.
Yeah, like in Prime...
Since the last one was just a retreading of typical Metroid style.
Yeah, in Prime you tend to have, like... You know, you have a little bit of a foresty area, but not much. And then you have your typical space station area. Then you have your space pirate fortress. Was there an ice area?
Yeah, there was an ice area.
Like, I think the ice area in Metroid Prime was the first one. In Metroid.
Yeah.
But you're right, like, Metroid Prime still is... It has more, you know, classic design to it. Classic. I do like the architecture for this game, though.
Yeah.
I like it more than in Prime 1. But I guess that's just because of nostalgia. I don't know. Might be because of nostalgia, but I don't know.
Yeah. This is the kind of the thing. You just never really know when it comes to being both nostalgic for something and genuinely liking something.
Uh-huh.
Some things you can kind of tell though, because like if it's like a archaic gameplay mechanic that kind of sucks, but you still like it, it's probably just due to nostalgia. But when it's things like art style and the way things look, then it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. Blue root tree, highly poisonous plant form. Durable tree with venomous leaves found on several worlds and desert climate zones. And it's transparent. Well, actually, the leaves aren't transparent. I never knew that. But certainly the stems are transparent for some reason.
Yeah.
It's actually supposed to be, it's not like a glitch or anything. They're actually supposed to be that way, but I don't know why they made it transparent. You walk into it, it turns
it looks like
blue.
they're made out of paper.
Yeah. I love this bit right here because there's this missile expansion. Increases the number of missiles that you can carry by 5. That's obvious, but whatever.
Yeah.
Object scan complete. Security gate is locked in place. Gate is controlled by bomb slot device. Energize the bomb slot device to open the gate. So where's the bomb slot device? It's right there. Device, bomb slot device. Powered system control unit. Insert the morph ball into the slot, then detonate a bomb. This will transfer energy from the slot to the device connected to it. But it's on the other side of this gate, so you can't get to it. So this is more like, oh, there's something here right now, you might want to come back to it later.
Yeah. I'm both watching the stream and driving an airboat down that one map that you showed off when you played Gmod last.
What?
I'm driving an airboat down a street in Gmod
On that
while you're playing that.
Is it GM Fork?
Yeah. I realized I could actually drive these things on land pretty well. Also, I noticed that that Metroid bug kind of looked like a Goma.
Yeah.
Or not a Goma, but a Moldorm. Like the 8-bit versions of the Moldorms in the older Zelda game.
Huh. Still can't read the orange things. I swear I'm gonna read those lore things sometime.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Oh, this is an example of these pod things being bigger. 'Cause it's kinda obvious.
Yeah.
I really like this effect right here. Like there's just this chunk.
Like the stuff on the wall.
Yeah, it's
it
just
looks like a galaxy sort of thing going on.
Uh-huh. You can still scan the door here. Object scan complete. Solar lens modified for use as part of a Luminoth sonic security system. Lens is connected to a sonic control system. Sonic detection gear needed for interface with the system. Neutralizing the control emitter may affect the lens.
So in other words, you need Sonic.
Yeah.
You need Sonic the Hedgehog.
Structural analysis complete. Statue composed of ordinary alloys and stone. Purpose unknown, possibly placed as a warning to travelers.
Giant freaking plant. This was a bad idea. I'm trying to drive a bus on roads that are way too small for it.
Huh. Did you just get stuck?
Yeah, I got stuck in a corner, now I'm fine. But it was like a really sharp turn.
Uh-huh.
Let's see how far I can go before I screw this up. And I'm using I just put it into third-person mode so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Here we go. Space pirates actually kind of look more like what they do in the 2D games here.
Yeah, they have sickle hands. They look a bit more like the Mantis guys. that were the guys from the 2D one.
Uh-huh. Object scan complete. There's a space pirate crate. Space pirates, strangely enough, dislike theft. The only way into their crates is through the use of force.
So in other words, you were allowed to blow up their crates.
Yeah.
I like how the game jokingly adds on the info that space pirates like to steal, but they don't like to steal your stuff. Or they don't like you to steal their stuff.
Morphology Brisky. Venomous insectoid. Poison stinger. Concealed in back mounted shell. Finish it off quickly once the stinger is exposed. In other words, shoot it twice. Object analysis complete. This is a statue of DCHR, the child hero of Agon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when the temple was attacked. All warriors but DCHR were slain, leaving the boy as sole defender of the temple. He served Agon for nearly a centicycle before being lost in battle on Dark Aether.
Poor random character who doesn't actually have much of a point in the plot.
Yeah. Gates composed of...
This was flavor text.
Yeah. Luminous designed alloy scans of data indicate the weapons of artillery grade would damage made anything from this alloy, even though that's not even how you open that thing. That's just... I actually kind of like that because it suggests that, it suggests that there's other, like, you know, doing that would kind of suggest that, oh, you have to blow that gate up. That scan would suggest, but that's not how it happens. Oh, come on. Guess I'm gonna be fighting these things. Oh. First encounter of a white door. I remember when I first saw this, and you know, it could have been any. I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
You know what the fun part is, though?
What?
If I go over here, maybe if I can get over here. I can't get over there yet, so never mind. It's another PMI. Alpha Sand Digger, large tunneling bioform. Extremely well armored. Target exposed eyes to damage this creature.
So hit its weak point, essentially.
Yeah, hit its weak point for massive damage. And once again, if you...
it's like a twin mold.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know what you're talking about. Damn, look, it does. Also, they got a bit lazy with the name.
Yeah.
Bomb Guardian, bomb dropping Darkling. Enemy is utilizing your Morph Ball bomb unit. Although its armor is strong, its tail is exposed and moving. Its mouth can be hit when glowing.
Yeah, just a little bit lazy on that name there.
Yeah. Pretty much all the bosses in this game you have to scan during the boss fight.
That looks almost like one-to-one to an enemy in Skyward Sword that appears only in the tunneling segments when you hit that mini.
Yeah?
But it essentially looks exactly like that. It even has a red weak spot at the end of its tail. It's like a centipede.
Uh-huh. And they kind of just explode. And there's the bomb. Now, I think this is an example where one of the pickups doesn't look as good.
Yeah, that bomb kind of sucks.
Yeah, like it kind of...
It's all dull looking. Like, I get what they're going for.
I mean, it's lower poly... I mean, yeah, it is boring. It's also lower poly. There's not as much detail. Unlike in Metroid Prime 1, where this is a bit better looking. Interestingly enough, they use the Metroid Prime 1 Morph Ball model there in the animation. Structural analysis complete. Object is composed of telluric alloy. Stress factors detected. Structural integrity critical. In other words, blow it up. So anyway, I was talking about earlier. There's a white door over there. So that's a white door. Then you have this.
Yeah. Which is the freaking, I'm guessing, the black door? Considering it doesn't have much of a color.
What do you think that's for?
I think it's, like, what power it's supposed to use?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm assuming it's a power unique to this game.
And now you know how I feel, like back when I first played this game.
It's like, what the frick does that do?
Yeah, it's almost like...
It's not the wave beam, because if it was, it looked more purple.
Yeah, and, like, what's behind it? I know what's behind it, but... You know, back then I didn't. You don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big mystery. Oh, I think this thing up here does stuff. You still have to go there. And each time, there's this thing. Object scan complete. This is Illumina Temple Security Station. You have been cleared for access to the station. Just a bunch of random rebar at the top. Oh, and you can shoot through it.
When
I don't remember that.
it's been an oversight.
I love the atmosphere of this game.
Seriously. It's a really good job, like, having the atmosphere, like, be more prominent.
Yeah, far more prominent than in the than Prime 1. Initial analysis complete. Chamber holds a collection of several types of energy. Notable types include solar, bio, and geothermal energy, unable to measure exact power levels with current scan equipment. That's because there's nothing there. It's an empty glass capsule or whatever. Oh, then there's another dead guy too. Lumina subject terminated 1.5 decacycles ago. So, 15. Damage from multiple weapon systems detected. Subject definitely went out fighting. Here we go. This guy left a message, and he protected this place.
Yeah.
There's a portal
Pretty
to the
much
dark
sums it
world
up.
nearby. You gotta go to the dark world version of this place. There's 3 keys that you have to find.
Good old 3.
And then
Sure
you have
we
to...
don't have any 3 Triforce pieces while we're at it?
And then you have to bring it back to the center. The air will burn you in the dark world. There's a bunch of things that you can stand in where you won't die. You can now scan the orange things.
Amber hologram.
Once you've gone to the dark world version of this place, come back here. Praise the sun.
It's just like...
That's how I'm gonna. I feel like that's how I'm gonna read this whole thing.
Yeah. Just have it where they're just constantly... Every time they do that thing, just praise the sun.
Yeah.
That's essentially what they're doing.
Uh-huh. And I summarize I'll summarize their dialogue. I don't think
It's not that old hammy script that's actually there.
Yeah.
I am the great warrior of this tribe, and I've left you a message. It's just like, I've left a message.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you have to do. Now go do it.
Here we go. It's told that the Luminoth were not born of Aether, but of the stars. In the early day, we roamed the greatness of the void, bathing in the glorious light of 1,000 stars. We met a vast number of enlightened minds. The Enkeren, the Yilla, which never appeared in any other game, and the Chozo, which is obvious.
Yeah.
Each of them we found had claimed a homeworld and formed a deep bond with it. In time, we decided to do the same. Our search for our home took us through the cosmos. For many a great cycle we roamed, yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time we began to despair, fearing the search was in vain. We considered remaining among the stars until a scout returned with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Aether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever to live upon our surface. From that day forth, the Luminoth were of Aether, our blessed paradise.
So basically, we needed a place to stay, and then we found it.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
That's essentially how that was.
Yeah, I think I missed a few scans. Actually, I like that because, I think it kind of encourages you to, piece together the story.
Yeah, where most of the story is held in, like, scans and stuff.
Uh-huh. But also the fact that you couldn't, like, I think there's, like, a few that aren't even in the... Like, you have to do it out of order. Unless you don't scan any of them. Here we go. So this one's large. This one's a large flyer, apparently. Shriekbat, territorial flying rodents. Rapid flying explosive enemies. Target and eliminate enemy at range if possible.
Territorial flying rodents, despite the fact that they have absolutely nothing to do with rodents at all.
Uh-huh. They're more like just a row of eyes with wings.
Yeah. Maybe they look like space rodents. I don't know.
It's weird. Don't know why that happens. But hey, at least it doesn't scan the wrong things anymore.
Yeah.
Didn't know you could get right up to him and do that. I don't remember where to go now. Security clearance door systems online. Through vigilance and strength we create peace. I remember now. There's this missile expansion. Missile carrying capacity increased by 5. Let's just miss all the jumps. There's a trick that you can do to beat one of the bosses a bit faster. I don't think I'll do it, but I might show off a little bit. But not... I won't do it all the way like I usually do. But I'll show off I'll show off how it's done, but then I won't do it. Another dead guy. Bioscan complete. Luminoth subject terminated 1.9 decacycles ago. Target has a number of wounds caused by small explosions, most likely delivered by a portable rocket or grenade system. And there's a missile expansion behind him. I wonder if they did that intentionally.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy died with missile explosions. Let's put a missile expansion behind him. Or maybe it was the other way around.
It's like world building with power ups.
Yeah. Come on, I want to scan this guy. Maybe I should just blow him up. Cool. That's not all of them. Some of them do actually show up. Okay, come on. Come on. Let's just steal the scan away.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. It's a dark space pirate. It's stronger.
You can tell it's stronger because it has spikes.
Yeah, it's more edgy. At least they didn't go full on Sonic. Like, at least they didn't go full on Shadow the Hedgehog. You know, like, let's make everything.
Like, black and blood red.
Uh-huh. Object scan complete. Target is in a state of dimensional flux. Unable to completely scan bomb slot target. 50% of its component atoms are in another dimension, or on the surface of dark aether.
Can't scan all of this. Most of it is currently in another dimension.
Yeah. Object scan complete. Automated door system online. Use the bomb slot to open the door. Too bad it's not. Too bad you just go through it. Mechanical analysis complete. Portal dynamo offline. Configure lens system to focus solar power on the dynamo. This will energize the system. Structural analysis complete. Industrial solar lens, part of a system used to open a portal to dark aether. System analysis complete. Console used to energize and open a portal to dark aether, currently offline. Restore power to the system to make it work. This bomb slot actually works. And it's an elevator. I don't know where the things come from. The flies.
Yeah.
It's interesting how all the chat has been in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, even though you've got the Twitch chat.
How is the Twitch chat? Like, how is the how's the Twitch stream?
Yeah, it looks fine. Chat is dead. Yeah.
I think this is how I'm gonna stream from now on, actually.
Yeah, because it seems like you get more of an immediate response.
Uh-huh.
And just due to the fact that YouTube bases its stuff on algorithms and showing its stuff to people who might actually watch it depending on what they watch. Unlike Twitch, where it just basically categorizes you in a lump sum of people playing the same game.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, then it's just up to chance that someone actually clicks on your stream and decides to stay.
Uh-huh. Morphology: pillbug, cave-dwelling herbivore. Vulnerable to concussion blasts. Use them to stun and damage them. I wonder, actually. They don't... That missiles don't do anything. Also note this weird pattern in the background. Looks like a spider ball track.
Yeah.
And then... yeah, that you see that a lot. By the way, this planet has no sun. Like, it's just in the middle of deep space.
Wow.
So, where's that light coming from?
Bioluminescence.
Yeah.
The whole planet is its own sun. Because the bioluminescence is just, like, it's in the air. That's why there's so much yellow fog.
Here we go. The first Dark World portal that you actually have access to. And then you just go in it. I love the atmosphere of this.
Yeah. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh no, it's this weird stuff.
A blade pod, living storage units of the Ing horde. These Ing morph their bodies around useful items to protect them. They rely on larger Ing for protection. Oh, and these things also, they come in different sizes.
It's neat. More sort of like editing of natural things. It looks kind of like manufactured when things are all the same size, because after all, they're supposed to be actual creatures.
Uh-huh. Also, this is really purple.
Serious.
This is really purple. Also, it's interesting how, like, 'cause, like, I think, I think that when the planet split, it split in a, like, it just duplicated everything that there was at the time. And so this is actually an older version. But if that was the case, then why is this thing here at all?
Yeah.
Because that don't make sense. Because if you'd think that if this was from, if you think that if this was duplicated beforehand, then this would be there'd be nothing here. Oh, and also if you exit these light bubbles, you take damage, like, really fast.
Yeah, I'm assuming so, because they did say it was a dangerous atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. Xenotech. Lumineth light crystal generates protective field of light energy. Light crystals provide protection from dark aether's atmosphere. They can be nullified by dark energy and supercharged by light energy. They were created by the Luminoth during the war with the Ing, and many still remain in use. Dark creatures despise the crystals. Some are injured or killed by the field they create. Luminoth Light Beacon generates protective field when energized. Light beacons must be energized by beam weapon fire to function, and remain charged for a limited time. The beacons were created when the Luminoth ran short of light crystals during the war. While simpler to make, the beacons were also unstable. They had to be energized periodically and could run out of energy at critical moments. Still, any protection was better than none for the Luminoth warriors.
In other words, they got cheap.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, asteroid hit the planet. Planet split in two. Ing showed up on the dark world. Ing somehow made it to the light world. Well, actually, I don't think they ever made it to the light world, but no, they did, but they could only possess creatures. They couldn't just go there. And so the Ing possessed creatures, and well, I think the Ing were kicking their ass, actually. And eventually things came to a head, and then you show up. Thing just died. Morphology. Inglet, worker drone of the Ing horde. Wall-crawling morphing bioform strongly dislikes bright light. Inglets perform the menial labor of the horde, but can be pressed into a combat role if there is need. They are amorphous blobs, capable of clinging to nearly any surface. Inglets can fire bursts of dark matter in self-defense, though they prefer to avoid battle.
So essentially they're dark chews.
Yeah. They seldom travel alone and can be dangerous in large numbers, as with all ings. They dislike bright light and will avoid it if possible. I like how you have to backtrack through the areas that you've already been, but it's the Dark World now, so things could be different.
Yeah.
Morphology Nightbarb. Flying airborne hunters native to Dark Aether. Targets are small but travel in large numbers. For safety, avoid contact. Another black door. Nice.
Yeah.
It actually, in the map, it actually calls it the Light World and Dark World. Morphology Lightbringer, light generating forager. Creature generates safe zone while living, immune to most forms of attack. Lightbringers were created by the Luminoth for the use in their war with the Ing. The crystalline creatures generates a field of life-giving energy at all times, and they can be energized like a safe zone crystal. They are immune to most weapon fire. Only a burst of matter antimatter can destroy them. Fun fact about these creatures: they never appear again after this. So yeah, that whole thing about matter antimatter, well, it does work, but you can only do it with hacking. Other than that, that's unused behavior. Oh, the safe zones also heal you, but it takes a while. These things can actually, like these, the blade things can actually get really big. I mean, not really, like, not gigantic, but, you know, pretty large. It is another example of, where the game just makes it bigger or smaller. Also, this is an interesting area because, this safe zone just appears out of nowhere. Like, there's no crystal, there's no thing that you have to shoot. just appears out of nowhere. Okay, this is the interesting area. I think it's right here. Yeah, look at this.
What's going on?
Notice how I'm shooting nothing right now.
Oh yeah, and it's still making an effect.
Now I'm gonna actually go down here. And notice how its health is almost all gone.
Yeah.
It just starts out with like a third of its health gone. Morphology Jump Guardian. Space jump powered warrioring. Powerful metamorph with enhanced jump abilities. Able to generate electric shock waves and force fields. This boss is easier than I remember.
It's simply just shooting a bull. Like how his name is literally just Jump Guardian.
Yeah.
Guardian of Jump.
Yeah, that was a lot easier than I remember. Fuck. I mean, I'm sure some of the, like... I'm sure some of the cheesing helped, but...
Yeah.
Ultra Energy Unit replenishes one unit of energy.
Yeah, those look a heck of a little cooler.
Mm-hmm. Space jump boots. It just says what it is. Space jump boots acquired. You can now jump in the air, but only once. It's just like the one in Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
A green door. That never even appeared in Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Security system initiated. All locks are active. 3 keys are required to access the temple. They are scattered throughout the Dark Agon wastes. Oh, here's one of them. Dark Agon Temple key.
Yeah.
1 of 3 needed to open the Dark Agon Temple. Dark Temple key acquired. This is 1 of 3 keys to open a Dark Temple. It's interesting how this area right here is, there's nothing here.
Yeah. It looks just kind of like lazily blocked out.
I'm curious.
Wonder if they intended that for something at some point. And they forgot about it at last second and was just like patch it up. No, doesn't look like there's anything behind there.
There's looks like a morphball passage.
Oh yeah. Like a little extension.
But there's nothing here. It's like it got cut off.
Yeah.
I know what's there, but I didn't know that that was there. No clue about that.
Yeah.
Interestingly, they decided to block it off with an actor instead of just changing the map. I mean, they already changed the map, but don't know what's over there. Don't think there is anything. There's nothing over there, is there? No, it's just a blocked off door.
I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm getting pretty tired over here. That's why there hasn't been a whole lot of commentary in a while. What's the next safe spot in this
I don't know.
area?
I don't know where the next one is. I'm gonna have to go back. Well, I'm gonna do that.
Alright. So I'm like half asleep over here. Because I just closed out of Gmail. Like, literally the only thing I was doing was moving the mouse around at that point.
Yeah. I've done the same thing. Large energy unit replenishes 50 units of energy. That wasn't in Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Come on. Open the door. You know what I'm gonna do?
What? Items 10%, scans 25.
I'm gonna save the game.
No, you save stated it.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Or wait, oh, there's the save station. Oh.
Yeah, I'm also gonna make a save state.
And even the save animation's like a bit improved. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed because I am totally wiped. But yeah, so far so good on Metroid Prime 2.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And I will say that so far it seems to be like total improvement compared to the first. Like it's literally like the idealistic improvement on all fronts, except for the bomb item.
Yeah, I really like the atmosphere more.
Yeah, they did a way. I think they had a better idea of how to do atmosphere when this rolled around.
Yeah. I like the environments more.
Yeah.
Like
They're a lot. Like the first ones were nice to look at, but these ones just kind of have more of a depth to them, I guess. Like some layer of both style and also like the alien stuff to it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna exit the game now. After everyone enjoyed. There's gonna be another set of this. When are you gonna be on next?
Let's see. I know I'm doing stuff tomorrow, so if not tomorrow, then the next day.
Okay, so what is this? It's the 24th right now, so maybe the 26th, maybe the 25th, maybe the 26th. I'm not sure. It could be either of those days.
Yeah.
So